How about trying a matchmaking date with my daughter, Noah Michieda?
Matchmaking date?
Big Bro, please take good care of me.
Yes?
You told the client about our product's weak points again? Are you trying to sink this company?
If something happens after the fact, Surasura Corporation will be the one held responsible. My name is Keiichi Sato. I work in sales at Surasura Corporation, the largest electronic parts manufacturer in the industry.
Liability? The contract will protect us from that. Focus on raising sales first. Your position here is not exactly guaranteed, you know.
That is Hazama, the head of sales. So, my position is not safe, huh?
Even though he said that.
The component is weak against heat, so it might not be a good fit for the new rice cooker Days company is planning to develop.
You are probably right. Thank you for always negotiating with our company's best interests in mind. But if you keep going that far, are you really going to be okay?
Thank you for your concern, President Michieda. Please do not worry about me at all.
That reminds me. I actually brought a certain matter to discuss today. It has nothing to do with work, though.
Huh? What kind of matter?
How about trying a matchmaking date with my daughter, Noah Michieda?
Matchmaking date?
I have a lot of reasons for that decision. But if you talk with my daughter, I'm sure you will come to see many things in a positive light. For now, how about thinking of it as a matchmaking date, or rather, as just a casual dinner?
If you are okay with someone like me, I would be honored. Mr. Michieda has always taken care of me, and if it's just a dinner, it should be fine. And then, the day of the matchmaking date.
Big Bro, please take good care of me.
Yes? His daughter is so small. What is going on here?
Hey now, Chinatsu. I am so sorry about my daughter. She loves the food at this restaurant and absolutely insisted on coming. Nice to meet you. I am Noah Michieda.
Oh, Miss Noah. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Keiichi Sato. Wow. I feel relieved about a lot of things right now.
Even so, my father really is a handful. Why would he set up a matchmaking meeting with someone from Surasura Corps in the first place? This isn't my first time meeting you, you know. Huh? A long time ago, when I was touring Mom's company, you saved me.
Ah, now I remember. There was a little girl who mishandled a hairdryer. And right when she was about to touch the hot part, I rushed in and stopped her.
Thank you for back then.
No, really, think nothing of it. The parts in that hairdryer were actually supposed to be a much higher quality. But the previous rep always kind of skipped that explanation.
I had no idea something like that happened. How can I ever thank you, really? Thank you so much for what you did back then.
Not at all. Because of that defect in the hairdryer, I just could not stand it anymore and pushed to become the person in charge of Days appliances.
I am actually the head of the planning department at Days Co.
What? I've always thought I should go and greet you properly someday. We at Surasura really have nothing but respect for Days' planning team.
No, it's just... Until now, the planning department, or rather, I have been avoiding Surasura Corps.
Is that so?
We kept being forced to sign contracts for low-quality parts. So everyone in the planning department kinda saw Surasura as well.
Ah, right. In that case, it's only natural that the previous rep was disliked.
But just like my father said, Mr. Sato, you really are different. You're nothing like Chie.
By Chie, you mean Manager Hazama?
Yes. He is my ex-husband.
He is?
I hate Daddy.
It seems Mr. Hazama caused you trouble both at work and in your private life.
Anyway, I'm just glad that Mr. Sato is the one in charge now.
Not at all. If you don't mind me, I would love to hear everything you have to say. After that, their conversation really took off, and they ended up having a wonderfully fun time together. Thank you very much for today.
Thanks, big bro.
Thank you too, Chinatsu.
Please continue to support Day's products from here on. All of us employees sincerely pour our hearts into making our customers' lives easier.
Oh, no, thank you. I look forward to working with you from here on. I will give it everything I have. No, I will protect them. And then, the next day... Huh? They're switching the person in charge? Of course we are. I heard about it. It sounds like you had a matchmaking date with a young lady. What were you thinking? Going on a date with someone we have a business relationship with. From now on, before you do anything like that, you get my permission first. Understood? Understood.
Please continue to take good care of Day's products from here on as well.
I see. They took you off the account.
Yes, but Noah and I made a promise. We promised to protect Day's company's products. So I will find a way to get back on the account as soon as I can.
That is fine too, but in the first place, is that company really where you belong?
What do you mean by that? The words President Michieda spoke after that woke me up, and I resigned from Surasura Corp. 3 months later, as Day's company moved toward developing a new product, Surasura Corp decided to pitch its in-house components. Now then, since Sato has quit, Yamadera, I'm counting on you to push harder in negotiations, unlike your predecessor.
Yes, sir. Leave it to me. Huh?
As of today, I'm in charge of the Surasura account. I'm Keiichi Sato.
Well then, shall we begin the meeting right away?
Why is Sato here?
I just changed jobs to Day's company, that's all.
Now, let us get straight to the main topic. You are going to propose electronic components that can be used in Day's Co's new oven range, correct?
Yes. Please take a look at these documents.
30 minutes later. I see. So that's the angle you took, just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
With the electronic components Surasura Corp is proposing, we still cannot shake concerns about the risk of deterioration in higher temperature environments.
You really think so? Depending on how they're used.
Saying that it all depends on how they are used makes it sound as if, even if the parts quickly deteriorate and have to be replaced, it would end up being blamed on Day's Co for using them wrong, would it not?
I would never intend to suggest anything like that.
With Surasura Corp's parts, we often end up having to replace them or have them resupplied on a relatively short cycle.
Is that really so?
Yes, and of course, I have based my analysis only on publicly available information, without touching any internal documents. So, from Day's company's standpoint, we would like components that, from the start, will not require us to keep signing new contracts and requesting resupply.
You are so dependable.
For this oven model, switching to a different Surasura component should give us the best performance.
I see. Then I will prepare a list and bring it to you another day.
Actually, I already put together a list of Surasura parts I would like included in the contract. Please, take a look at this.
Impressive as always, Sato. As a former Surasura employee, you've lined up parts that are truly the perfect fit.
As for the contract fee, we are willing to sign even if the price is a little higher. Could you take this back once and review the terms again?
Yes, of course.
What? Sato is handling sales for days now?
Yes, and they saw right through our intentions and flatly rejected every component we proposed.
Damn it. So that arranged date turned into a pretty good deal after all. He is more calculating than I thought. In this situation, we are at a far too much of a disadvantage. It cannot be helped. We will just end our contract with Days.
End of it? It is true the sales figure was not that big, but... And it is also true they keep rolling out appliances loaded with new technology. and are rapidly gaining market share, but
That's only thanks to our parts, right? If they sign with another manufacturer, their momentum will die down in no time. When that happens, they will have no choice but to accept our terms. That is all there is to it.
I see.
Excuse me? Manager Hazama, we have received inquiries from 3 different clients. All of them basically say that if we continue these talks as they are, they want to end their contracts.
3 companies are ending their contracts? What on earth is going on?
Well, the thing is, up until now, Mr. Sato had been telling those 3 companies about any concerns regarding our parts. So they produced their goods with that in mind, but now that Mr. Sato is gone, there is no one to share these concerns. So we signed the contracts as they were. Product troubles kept happening and now they're all unhappy.
I see. Good grief. Even here we are being troubled by Sato's softness. I will call our clients directly.
He really thinks that it's softness.
Hello? I heard there were problems with the products. Could you tell me what's going on? I see. For issues at that level, we already wrote the cautions in the contract in advance. It states that we do not take responsibility for troubles within a reasonable range, right? I do not mind discussing whether it is reasonable or not, but if you end the contract without even talking with us, you will incur a penalty fee. And having that discussion is a hassle too, is it not?
How sly can you get? If only Mr. Sato were here. I see. So we have to read the contract carefully and check exactly how far the parts maker has said they will take responsibility.
Exactly. Surasura has all kinds of clever tricks in that part of the contract. Well, I can only tell you so much without breaking my confidentiality obligations.
I see. Maybe we should stop doing business with Surasura altogether. No, but when it comes to electronic components, Surasura's technology is...
For example, Days Appliances do not cover every possible product on the market, right?
Right. We do fewer types, but we develop products that hit those niche needs that certain customers really want.
Exactly. It is the same story with the parts. If you look at the individual small components, there are specialist factories that produce only that one type and do it better than anyone. We will end up with more suppliers to manage, but I promise, I will line up only high-quality parts for you. I will bring airtight contracts with me too.
You are really amazing!
I promise, remember? I said I would protect this company.
Mr. Sato?
Hey, you two. You look pretty close. So did that arranged date of yours go well? Huh? That was just a dinner meeting, right? Was it? I still think you two are a great match, though.
Come on, don't say weird things like that.
Although, now that you mention it, talking with her is fun.
We are still in the middle of building whatever this is, so don't rush us like that.
Sorry, urgent call. Hello? What? It caught fire. What? Is everyone alright?
Yes, somehow no one ended up injured. The one that caught fire was the new rice cooker model. We need to find the cause right away.
Agreed. Wait, hang on.
What's wrong?
If the fire started here, then maybe. From there, Days took its time and carefully investigated the cause of the fire. And eventually... So you suddenly summoned me here just to say the fire was our fault? That makes no sense. For the oven range, we even went out of our way to supply the parts exactly the way you requested, Mr. Sato. Of course, the parts I requested had no issues. The problem this time is with the components you mass-ordered right before our contract ended. It seems the steam from the rice cooker caused the internal circuit board to deteriorate, which led to abnormal overheating and the fire.
Luckily no one was hurt, but if things had gone just a little differently, it could have been a disaster.
I see. In that case, the amount of steam must have been outside the range that our parts were designed to handle. There is trouble within a reasonable margin of error, so we cannot accept responsibility on our side.
Is that so? Then what if it falls outside that reasonable range?
What?
The truth is, we had every one of Surasura parts tested by an independent factory. According to their results, there were small, but real, quality issues. And they confirmed discrepancies with the inspection reports. You submitted when we signed the contract.
You're calling that a discrepancy?
The moment those discrepancies exist, we are already outside that reasonable range. Which means your exemption clause is invalid.
We also checked with our corporate legal advisor, and they agreed with that interpretation.
So, could I ask Surasura to conduct an urgent internal investigation on your side as well?
There is no way.
Saying there's no way and leaving it at that is completely irresponsible.
Mr. Sato!
Even if we call it an accident, it is still your company's product that caused the dangerous incident, you know? Before worrying about your own company, you should be worrying about your clients and apologizing to them, should you not?
You are right about that. However...
Don't give us a however! Everyone here pours their love and passion into these products. As professionals, how can you treat that kind of dedication like it's disposable?
In any case, having discrepancies in your inspection reports is already a failure as a professional. We expect a thorough investigation.
Whose mistake was this? Such a basic error! Huh? You're saying it was my mistake?
Yes.
That cannot be right. I always check the inspection reports.
That's not really the issue here. The problem is how you behaved at the factory, Mr. Hazama.
My behavior?
To cut costs as much as possible. You kept asking the factory to run the quality line right at the limit, did you not? Even when the plant manager pushed back, you refused to budge, saying the contract would protect you. In that kind of situation, it seems cracks started to appear on the factory side.
Then it is the factory's fault, is it not? Why am I the one?
Management is expected to create the right environment. At the very least, the environment that led to this result was created by you, Mr. Hazama. And up to this point, that is the opinion of upper management, not my own. If you're unhappy, please take it up with them.
Damn it! There was nothing in the contract about creating an environment.
This is what happens when you try to let the contract protect you from everything.
After an internal review, it was acknowledged that Hazama bore part of the responsibility in this case. Even so, Hazama refused to accept it. And although he resisted and somehow stayed in the sales department...
You will not sign the contract? Why not? Without our company's components, your company...
Yeah. With a contract like this, if anything happens to us, we are the ones forced to take the blame. Looks like Days Co. was right after all.
Huh? Days Co.?
Actually, the sales team at Days put together a set of guidelines for us clients. It explains how both the ordering side and the supplier side can avoid trouble, and even how to spot problematic contracts. And Surasura Corp's old contracts were showcased as classic bad examples. Hard to believe you people are still doing this.
Sato! How could you?
Hazama's methods did not change. He committed yet another act of betrayal that cost them a client, showed no sign of remorse, and was dismissed under disciplinary action.
Good grief! I finally managed to change jobs. This time I really have to play it smarter.
Mr. Hazama, you are... Because you insisted on putting joint liability into our contract. Our lives have been turned upside down. How could you do this to us? I will never forgive you.
Hey! Calm down! Hey!
After that, Mr. Hazama got into trouble with his former employees. It is said he ended up spending quite some time in the hospital. Meanwhile...
Yay, more cooking! Chinatsu has completely fallen in love with this place. I'm sorry to keep dragging you along with her.
Not at all. I have really grown fond of this place too. If you need me, feel free to invite me anytime.
Mr. Sato, In that case, could I invite you not only here, but to my house as well?
What? Yes, please do. Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.